I recently placed top 10 in a game jam with no game dev experience, and here's how it all happened. So what is a game jam?
Oh, I thought it was like we just play a board game now and then that's it.
Okay, you sit over there with Jeremy.
We have 10 days to make a game.
Yeah, the thing is, we're making a game in 10 days.
Oh, okay.
A video game. Not a board game.
Yeah.
Objective is not to make an amazing game. Objective is just to learn and like kind of have fun.
And ideally, if we can have a game by the end of it, that would be really good.
Yeah, and it works.
Yeah, it works.
To some degree.
Yeah,
That's a
that would
plus,
be a win already.
That's a huge win. Yeah.
So we participated in the 12th GoedWare Game Jam. The theme of this game jam was strange power-ups. The only person who had game design experience was Jacob. And so the rest of us, we were just all going in blind, no game dev experience at all. Days 1 to 3. The start of the jam was spent primarily ideating. Team would meet up once a day and discuss and refine our concept and, pull things out of scope if we thought that they couldn't be done within our 10-day time budget. So our idea. The game is an office simulator game where the player can talk to colleagues, play 4 mini games and do tasks to earn enough points to remain hired by the end of the 5 days. These strange power-ups come in the form of your meals. You'll be prompted at breakfast and lunch to choose a random meal, and the power-ups affect your navigation as well as how you can play the mini games. So days 1 to 3, we were just kind of working in bliss, I suppose, unaware of what would be coming up in terms of how much work we would need to do. So during this time, I started designing our NPCs, our non-playable characters. I pulled together some sprite sheets of what they would look like for the overworld map and made a start on the food power-up buffs that we decided on. We also decided to purchase 2 pixel tile sets so that we could make our map. Sing Sing led the development of most of that map. Days 4 to 7, I think things are looking up, We did have an intermission on Wednesday. It was my dear friend Jono's birthday party.
Who locked the door?
Who locked the door?
Who locked the door?
Oh, that's a lot of chips.
Oh, really?
That's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of chips.
I didn't get that.
Hot.
Wow.
Are you a hunting season person?
I'm on the hunting. I'm on the hunting.
Big fire hunter?
I was blind before. But I see now. I tell you.
Basically the only veg is potato.
Hey, it's the corn.
Oh, corn!
We got corn.
Yeah. We're hungry. I think this one's
Today's crunch time. It is officially past the halfway mark in terms of the days. I have a bunch of assets that I need to get done. Let me just show you what I'm working on right this second. So I'm doing the food assets right here. So we're doing a spicy one. We also have tiramisu, and then we have beer. Ta-da!
Thursday and Friday after work, we went to Sing Sing's place and we worked collaboratively together. Unfortunately, Sean couldn't come. He had an injury. He's better now. It was good to work in the same space, kind of get that collaboration going. As a team, we decided to axe certain sections of our game. We remove mini games.
That makes me
Nice.
feel more
We finished the video game. Let's go. Nice. Great job, Mom. I don't know how you pulled this together. That's bubble tea one. Great.
And the development of the game was really starting to come together. Jacob had finished off basically a draft version of 2 of our mini games. Justin had working interactions going on. Sing Sing's design of the map was really coming together, and Sean has put together some really good ideas in terms of how gameplay or our mini games could work. Anyways, we celebrated those small wins and we felt like, things were going great. On top of the world, honestly, this game, 3 days done. If days 4 to 7 was called things are looking up, 7 to 9, I would just call that things looking down.
Hello. I want to go to sleep.
Yep.
Not as productive today. But
That's okay. That's why we have the weekend.
Hey, we finished the whole minigame today. Don't forget about that. You finished all the art on it.
oh yeah.
Oh,
All the missions.
Wow.
We made some good decisions,
Our small wins kind of pale in comparison to the never-ending list of what we still have to make. Whew. So Saturday and Sunday, we are day 8, day 9 into the game jam. Sing Sing and Justin come over, and we just continued working away. Like honestly, like the list of things that we had to do was just never ending. We would finish one thing and then that would prompt 4 more things to do. It was very interesting to see the coding process. I don't really do any coding at all, but there was definitely some spaghetti being cooked in the coding kitchen. And spaghetti is not good in coding land. We got to the point where Sing Sing had finished the map. Sean was sending through some really great sound effects. Like the first time we heard that, the sound effects that he sent over, we were like, whoa.
Well done.
Is that him or did he find that? Like,
Nice.
they were really good.
Skip.
Oh, we've got the perfect one too with the combo. Oh.
You like my little bopping? The bounce?
Nope.
Don't get distracted, Jonah, by the bounce.
What does this meet expectation? Okay, that's fine. Whatever, guys. Whatever.
Work hard, but you just meet expectations.
Hey, what do you think about changing this to 12-hour time?
Oh,
It is
okay.
It is, isn't it?
No, it's 24. It just says 13.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
This isn't
I
changed.
intended for it to
I
be
don't-
12 hours time,
doesn't
but
look like
it.
I gotta be honest with you, Justin. I just put in the chat Jibbity, and that's what it gave me. So I haven't actually read the code.
That gives me a lot of confidence.
But it worked, so I'm like, okay,
We
looks
used
good.
ChatGPT to write it.
That one particular
And then it
part.
worked.
Yeah.
Hey, not bad.
Long night ahead.
When do you guys have to finish?
Well, I'm gonna pause it.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Yeah, but
2 days of intense working. Sunday midnight passed and we were like, okay, we've got to call it. Do we keep working through the night? We thought 8 o'clock Monday night was the deadline.
We made some pretty good progress tonight, but I don't think we're gonna be done.
Okay.
I am planning to take a day off tomorrow and get one last day in. Justin will not be taking a day off, but he is going to work on it as well tomorrow, basically. Sing Sing, I think, will work. And Vaughn is gonna take the day off. Yeah, as well.
So Monday, at the end of the stretch, unfortunately I don't have any footage of it just because like my brain was so like fried and my limbs hurt. Like I think just lack of sleep. When you get older, you're just like, ugh, I can't do this anymore. The majority of Monday, basically Jacob and Justin coding furiously away. I had one more asset that I needed to finish up, and I also needed to edit a bunch of my assets. For whatever reason, the colors that I was choosing on my iPad were just super desaturated, as well as like kind of on the green spectrum, so I needed to really boost up those reds in Photoshop in post. Thankfully, there was an extension to the deadline. We thought it was at 8 o'clock. We were wrong. The deadline was actually 12 a.m., so I guess Tuesday morning, and that got extended to 2 a.m. We didn't want that, but we needed it. The results. We managed to place 8th overall. There were more than 40 submissions, so you know, quarter of the way there. So firstly, getting a completed game in 10 days. For our first game jam, that is huge in and of itself. Big win. Super proud of myself and the team. So secondly, placing in top 10, that also super impressive. And I think our downfall, unfortunately, we may or may not have been able to place higher, is largely due to how fun or how the gameplay of the game itself, which is a real shame because I think like, why make games if you don't want to make a fun experience, right? I think to me, as well as other team members, how fun the game was and is a large consideration that I think we'll bring going forward if we ever choose to make more games in the future. Attention to the theme and innovation, I think we were a little bit lacking in that department. I think the art style and visuals component of the game surprisingly did really well.
Nice.
That's definitely very encouraging for me as the person who did most of the art. One thing that I can't separate necessarily is whether or not they considered the bought assets versus the assets that I created. A lot of it boils down to that art direction that I brought. I'll chalk it up to the fact that there needs to be some sort of integration between the pixel art and the art that I made, like consideration of the fonts, consideration of how the assets and the UI all integrate with the pre-made pixel maps. That's all stuff that needs to get thought out, and I did that thinking. So, what are some key takeaways that I've learned from this game jam? The biggest one for me is the iPad screen color and like monitor screen color, they just like don't match. I think the iPad screen is just like too bright. It just like really artificially boosts up the saturation of colors. And so I need to get used to that. Another tip is to figure out your canvas size like early on before you start making any assets. Have everything made on that same canvas. That will really help you from having to downsize, resize, accidentally put in too much detail or not have enough detail. And I think like less can be more as well in terms of just like how much you render things and how much effort you put into the background. You just need to capture the essence of it. It needs to look good, but like it doesn't need to be perfect, I think. I want to make art and characters that look nice to me. I think it's just more fun that way. So yes, thanks for watching, and the game link is down in the description below. I think we will be patching it up shortly so that most of the bugs aren't there. I had a lot of fun with this experience, even though it was tough on my body, on artistically, like sleep-wise. But I think I'll do it in the future again, and if I do, you'll definitely know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. And yeah, I'm also doing Inktober, so see how we go for that one. Thanks for watching. Bye!